Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MBA Karo. That is just 2 days away. By this time, day after tomorrow, you must be done with that. And like this is the first examination of this calendar year, and one of the last examinations in an MBA cycle. Okay, there are a few exams left after that also, but the one of the big exams of MBA. Okay, and today we are going to have a revision session. So that is going to be the last minute boost. ओके तो ऐसा होता है ना कि स्कूल कॉलेज में मतलब आप साल भर पढ़ते हो पर लास्ट में आपको एक पर्सन पढ़ा देता है एक दो दिन पहले और वो सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पैक्टफुल होता है सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी दैट क्लास attend it completely and don't forget to like this video and share it with friends also. कोई पूछे कि जैट में कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ रहा कैसे करना है सो यू कैन शेयर इट बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व सम अमेजिंग क्वेश्चंस not the typical घिसे पिटे questions. So it will cover different sections of quant except arithmetic. ठीक है बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा बन जाता है. I'm not feeling that fit but still I'm managing to take this session. So इसमें arithmetic include नहीं किया है क्योंकि arithmetic यार हर कोई पढ़ा देता है. ठीक है arithmetic is the easiest thing, which is the easiest to do. I've covered extensively number system. Okay, I've covered geometry including trigonometry in this. Okay, because that is what that tests, right? So let's start. Yeah, it will definitely be more than 2 hours, so we have about 30 plus questions in this. So let's begin this without wasting much time. And if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So here's the first one. A four-digit number ABCD is such that the two-digit numbers AB, BC and CD are all perfect squares. Find the sum of all such numbers. Number system is quite important for that. Okay, if you've seen the papers, number system हो गया, geometry हो गया, in fact, modern math also. राइट अनलाइक इस बार कैट ने थोड़ा एल्जेब्रा ज्यादा पूछ लिया अदरवाइज नंबर सिस्टम एंड मॉडर्न मैथ आर समथिंग दैट आर नॉट very much focused on cat but that में काफी क्वेश्चन आते हैं so let's begin with a question on numbers. So there is a four digit number ABCD where ABCD are the four digits of the number. Okay, and AB is a perfect square, BC is a perfect square and CD is a perfect square. So you need to find the sum of all such numbers. So before you start solving, I will give you some information about this thing. Okay, so a perfect square doesn't end in 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay, it does not end in odd number of zeros. Okay, and it does not end in like if there is 5. Okay, if there is 5 then it has to be 25, otherwise like it will not end in 15, 35, 45, 05, anything like this. It will not end in this, it will end in only 25. Okay, so that is a property that you must know. Okay, you keeping this thing in mind, you have to find these numbers. So we will start with D. Okay, so D cannot be 2, 3, 7, 8. So what are the possible values of D? So d can be 1. Okay, d can be 4. Okay, if we like, we can have d 0 also. Okay? 1, then we can have 2 3 4. 4 is possible. Then we can have 5, 6 and 9. These are the possible values of d. Okay, now we are given that cd is a perfect square. So CD can be a perfect square only if C is 0. Okay. Now if C is 0, that means B should also be 0, then only it will become a square. Okay. I mean, you cannot have BC is also a square. So we cannot have odd number of 0. So it has to be this, and then subsequently makes A also 0. So this is not possible. We cannot have all 4 digits as 0. It won't be a 4-digit number. Okay. Now this can be ruled out. Now let us see this thing. 1. 2-digit numbers ending in 1. So we can have 0, 1. Okay, we can have 81 perfect squares. Now, if I take 0, 1, then again, like BC, you have to think like this: ABCD 4 digit, right? If we take 0, 1, then again it becomes 0, and then it becomes 0. So it is not a possible solution. But we can have 81. Okay, if you have 81, then BC should be a perfect square. AB is a perfect square, BC is a perfect square, CD is also a perfect square. Now BC ends in 8, it cannot be a perfect square. So we can eliminate this case also, right? Now 4, we can have 04 or 64. Okay? 04 is not possible because again फिर वो 000 वाला सीन बन जाएगा. So we will go with 64. So this is 64. Okay, now 64 is a square and BC should be a square. So we can have 16 or we can have 36. Okay, okay. If we take 16, let us say we take 164, then we can have 8164. 81 is a square, 16 is a square, 64 is a square, right? Now another case that we can take is instead of 1 we can have 3 also. So if we take 364, 64 is a square, 36 is a square, but a square will not end in 3. So this is not possible. Now, in order to make 5 as the last digit, 25 is a square, but a square does not end in 2. So BC cannot become a square in this case. Okay. Now for 16, we can have 1 and 3. If we take 3, let us say if we take 3, so square does not end in 3. So we cannot have BC as a square. So we can only take 1. Now 16 is a square. And in order to make a square ending in 1, we can have 0, 1 or 81. Previously, we saw that 0, 1 is not possible because it will also make it A also 0. If we take 81, we cannot have AB as a square. So this case is also not possible. Okay. Now last digit 9, we can have 0, 9 as a square, but 0, 9 is not a possible because it will end up making 0, 0, 0 here. So what should we take? We should take 49 as a square. Okay, so 49 is a square. Now 49 means the last digit should be 4 in this square. Now 4 means we can have 64. We cannot have 0, 4. And 64, now this is a square, 649. This is a square, this is a square. So it can be 16 or it can be 36 also. So we have 3 such numbers which fall into this category. Okay, let's just add these numbers: 8164, 1649 and 3649. So you do not have to actually add, just 8, it adds to 2. So last digit is 2 in this only. Okay, you do not have to actually do the addition, just find these 3 numbers and we get that it is 13,462. So what you need here is the concept of squares, that how do you form perfect squares. Okay, got it. All right, so this was a typical question based on number system. Remember this thing: a perfect square does not end in 2378, or it does not have odd number of zeros. If it ends in 5, it can only end in 25, not in any of the others. Okay. All right. Let's see the next question. A rectangle is divided into 10 equal parts. Find angle DBE minus angle BAC. If we put A 1 to 9, वैसे भी कर सकते हो. We could have done that way also, like taking one and doing it that way. So I was giving the ways how to eliminate the numbers. Final like preparation. So if you've been doing past year papers, it should have been for some time now. It's not like कि आप आज start करो 2 दिन पहले. तो अगर आपने कुछ 15 दिन पहले भी past year paper start किए होंगे, then yes, uh, it would be good. In that, the most like scoring section is quant, no doubt. ठीक है, तो अगर आपकी quant अच्छी है, you have good chances of scoring well, because डिसीजन मेकिंग, सी पीपल नो द बेसिक्स, थोड़ा कॉमन सेंस लगाते हैं. ठीक है, तो क्वेश्चंस इट कैन लाइक बी ट्रिकी. वर्बल एबिलिटी स्टिल यू कैन प्रैक्टिस, बट यू कैन नॉट गारंटी कि आपका आंसर सही होगा कि नहीं होगा. बट क्वांट पे श्योरिटी रहती है. So tomorrow I'll just upload a video on how to attempt the paper last minute tips, man. Okay. Yeah, December GK I'll do tomorrow morning. I'm working on that. All right, so let us do this question. This is a question which can be done by using trigonometry, right? How to apply trigonometry in this? We have to find angle DBE minus angle BAC, right? Now this is into 10 equal parts. So let us say the side length is 1 1 1 1 1. Now एक तरीका तो है कि you can look at the options. The options are far apart, you can get the answer थोड़ा बहुत approximation से. And a proper trigonometry method would be, if you look at angle DBE, okay, tan of angle DBE, or let us call it A, and angle B, or A B तो क्योंकि यूज हो रहा है कंफ्यूजिंग बनाने से अच्छा x and y कॉल करते हैं. ठीक है, so tan x, what is tan theta in this case? Tan theta is this upon base. So tan x is 3 by 2. Tan y, if you look at this angle, this is 1 and this is 1 2 3 4 5. Tan y is 1 by 5. We need to find x minus y. So we can take tan of x minus y, which is equal to tan x minus tan y upon 1 plus tan x tan y. Okay, so this tan x is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 5 upon 1 plus 3 by 2 into 1 by 5. So आपका कितना आ जाएगा? 15 minus 2, 13 by 10 upon 1 plus this is 3 by 10, which is becomes 13 by 10 upon 13 by 10, or 1. Okay, the answer is 45 degrees. Okay, tan use किया, sin like trigonometry का concept. or you could just estimate also, ठीक है, not necessary that you use this property. ये property से तो exact answer आ जाएगा 45 degree. You could have done some approximation like ये 45 से थोड़ा ज्यादा होगा. 45 is when the two sides are equal, right? If this was 2, this was 2, so this is slightly greater than 45. ये थोड़ा सा tricky रहेगा. One, see, we know the values of uh, 30 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 डिग्री, इन सब की वैल्यूज पता रहती है एटलीस्ट. tan 45 is 1, tan 60 degree is root 3, so 1.73, 1 by root 3, that is root 3 upon 3, so somewhere around 0.57. Okay, now this is 3 upon 2, which is 1.5, so somewhere between 45 and 60. Okay, now we cannot exactly calculate without using a table, so maybe somewhere around 55 degree, let us just approximate. Okay, since it's not a linear scale, it can be 55 60 degree or something. Now this is 1 by 5, which is zero point 0.2, so something less than 30 degree, so maybe 10 degrees or 15 degrees, we do not know exact. Okay, so if we subtract, 60 is definitely not there, it could be around 10 degrees, so probably around 45, so that is approximation based. ठीक है, approximation based कर सकते हो. नहीं तो this is a proper way to solve it using the trigonometric identity. All right, so let's see the next question. For what value of m will the equation x minus 4 x minus 5 whole mod minus m equal to 0 have exactly three roots? These are some quality questions which I've picked, and in that you have enough time to solve questions. ठीक है, तो जल्दबाजी नहीं रहती है. स्पेशली अगर आपकी क्वांट स्ट्रांग है, यू कैन लेट्स से गेट 20 प्लस. ठीक है, 28 में से 20 प्लस आना इज नॉट अ बिग डील इफ योर क्वांट इज गुड. टाइम लो, even if you spend let's say around 80 minutes in quant itself, you can score around 20. di आता है, ठीक है, di अगर आ गया, दो तीन सेट आ गया, तो प्रोबेबली यू कुड इवन डू गुड, बेटर देन लाइक 15 20, सो 20 प्लस वहां स्कोर कर लो, प्लस थोड़ा बहुत डिसीजन मेकिंग, कुछ तो सही हो ही जाएगा. आई नो इट इज अ डिबेटेबल थिंग, बट थोड़ा बेसिक्स पता है. अटेम्प्ट डीएम इन एक्सेस, ठीक है, उसमें से एक्यूरेसी गारंटी नहीं होती कि आपने सोचा कि चलो 3 9 10 ही क्वेश्चन क्या कहते हैं. अटेम्प्ट एटलीस्ट 15 इन डीएम, इवन मोर, लाइक जितना आप पढ़ सकते हो, इवन इफ यू अटेम्प्ट ऑल. ओके, and verbal also try to attempt something, because the cutoff in each section is around somewhere between 7 to 10 marks depending on the paper, varies year on year, तो पिछले साल की कट ऑफ देख के कोई फायदा नहीं होता. Last year there were some erroneous questions, that is why the scores were scaled up. Okay, so you need to tell that this has exactly three roots. So quadratic, you will get two quadratic equations. Two quadratic equations make it four solutions. You have to get three solutions. Okay, so tell that what would give you exactly three roots. So let's make it into equation form. So we have mod of x minus 4 x minus 5 is equal to m, right? So now this can be x square minus 9x plus 20. Now this can be plus or minus m. So this means x square minus 9x plus 20 plus minus m equals to 0. So we'll take two cases. Okay. Now what are the roots? Root is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is the solution of quadratic equation. So minus b becomes 9 plus minus b square is 81. Okay, minus 4ac. So 4 times of 20 plus minus m upon 2. Right? Now, see, in order to get this thing, rest of the things are fine. And if you simplify it, it becomes 9 plus minus 80 minus 81 minus 80 is 1. Okay, now it is 4m plus minus m. Now see this, one of the equations we are getting two quadratic equation. Each equation has two roots. A quadratic equation has two roots, right? Now one of the equations should get one root. Okay, so it means when do we get one root? When this is 0. If one of the values is 0, that means we will get only one root for that equation. Now this is modulus, so m should be a positive number. Okay, m cannot be negative, it can be positive or 0. So m is positive, so that means 1 minus 4m will be 0. So this means 4m is equal to 1 or m is equal to 0.25. Easy to get. Using options, you can say that only this value of m can give us 0. But if there was an option minus 0.25, you will not choose that option, you would choose 0.25 because m has to be positive or 0. Okay, m cannot be a negative number. So we get this. So knowledge of quadratic equations, how to solve quadratic equations and get the roots is needed here. Okay, all right, so let's move to the next question. 2 to the power a plus 2 to the power b plus 2 to the power c is equal to 1568, where a, b, c are positive integers. Find the value of a plus b plus c. So I hope you are enjoying these quality questions. So don't forget to like this video. No, not necessary. Perfect square का concept अलग है. Perfect square gives you rational roots. ठीक है, even if it is not perfect, it is fine. Square root में भी तो आती है roots. You can have 1 plus minus root 3 by 2 possible roots. Square root में बनती है rational roots. So we are given 2 raised to the power a plus 2 raised to the power b plus 2 raised to the power c is 1568, where a, b, c are positive integers. Okay, you need to find the value of a plus b plus c. This is really a good question. 24 आ रहा है. Okay, let's see what are the values of a, b, c you are getting. Okay, so what we can do is we can take 2 to the power a common, and this will be 1 plus 2 to the power b minus a plus 2 to the power c minus a equals 1568. ठीक है, ये हमारी वैल्यू आ गई. Now the thing is, we will divide 1568. ठीक है, or rather one another approach could be find the highest power of 2 here. Like one is this way, let us I will try with the second method also. Let's first do this way. 1568 को थोड़ा सा कर लेते हैं 32 into 49. ठीक है, because 32 into 50 is 1600. So 32 into 49. So this means this will be 32 and this will be 49. Okay, so A is equal to 5. Now 1 minus 1 plus 2 to the power B minus A plus 2 to the power C minus A is equal to 49. This means 2 to the power B minus A plus 2 to the power C minus A is equal to 48. Okay. Now, this gives us A is 5, so we can divide by 32. So this gives us 2 to the power B plus 2 to the power C is equal to 48 into 32. We can take 2 to the power B common, 1 plus 2 to the power B minus C is equal to, like, 4 plus 5 9. So B is 9. Okay, and B is 9 और क्या बच गया अब 1 plus 2 to the power B minus C equals 3. ये थोड़ा लंबा सा पड़ जाएगा वैसे. 2 raised to the power 9 minus C equals 2. It gives us C equal to 8. तो 22 बन रहा है. वैसे दूसरी तरह से देखते हैं, दैट इज अ बेटर वे कि 1568 में से हाईएस्ट पावर सब्ट्रैक्ट कर लो, दैट इज 1024. सो विल गेट 544. इससे 512 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर लो, यू विल गेट 32. सो दिस इज 10 9 एंड 5. और इस मेथड में क्या गड़बड़ हो रही है? दिस इज अ बेटर वे टू सॉल्व. ये बेटर वे है सॉल्व करने का. सो 24 आंसर आएगा. बट इस मेथड में क्या गड़बड़ हो रही है? आई जस्ट चेक इट. B minus A, C minus A. अच्छा, यहाँ पे C minus B होना चाहिए. सही कह रहे हो, C minus B आएगा. सो ये 9 आ गया. C 10 आ जाएगा. सो 5 9 10 आ जाएगा. But yeah, this is a better way to solve this question. Take the highest power of 2 and subtract. ठीक है, चलो let's see the next question. If a three-digit number m is reversed to get the number n such that n is greater than m and n minus m is divisible by 5, which of the following is true? ये तो सिंपल क्वेश्चन है। थ्री डिजिट नंबर को रिवर्स करने की प्रॉपर्टी लगानी है। सो थ्री डिजिट नंबर m, लेट अस से द नंबर इज 100x प्लस 10y। वैसे तो ये अगर आप बेसिक पढ़े हो तो लेट अस से दिस इज n and m will be 100z plus 10y plus x, ठीक है, n माइनस m 99, 99x आ जाएगा, ठीक है, 10y कैंसिल हो जाएगा माइनस 99z। सो 99 टाइम्स ऑफ x माइनस z, ठीक है, इट्स अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 5। नाउ this is not a multiple of 5, so x minus z will be equal to 5, right? So what are the possible values of x and z? 1 and 6, 2 and 7, 3 and 8, and 4 and 9, okay, we cannot get 0, okay, simple question है। Now if you take this, now z is the original number, this is the original number, so original number is m 100z, so minimum value कितनी होगी इसकी? मिनिमम इज 106, ठीक है, एंड मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? 49। सी y कैन टेक एनी वैल्यू, 106 499। ए नहीं होगा, बी होगा आंसर। सी 490 इज, ये ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन था, आपने पहला ऑप्शन देखा, आपने 409 सोच लिया, 499 भी तो उस कैटेगरी में आता है। y कैन टेक एनी वैल्यू, x and z can take only like one of these values, like if x minus z is 5, okay, y can have any values, so minimum value will be 1 for z and maximum value could be 4, so and accordingly you can get the value of x, but for the value of y 0 is also possible, 1 is, because ये यहाँ पे cancel out हो जाता है। All right, so let's see the next question. This is an interesting question. It says in an inter-college marathon, 288 students participated. Each runner was given a chess number 1 to 288. At the end of the race, everyone had to return their chess numbers. It was found that one of the numbers was missing. An interesting thing that was noticed was the sum of the numbers preceding the missing number was equal to the sum of the numbers following it. Find the missing number. दिसंबर करंट अफेयर्स कल सुबह आ जाएगा वीडियो। So we are given that there are 288 students that participate in a marathon, and each uh, like they had numbers 1 to 288, and at the end of the race, like they return the chess numbers, and one of the numbers is missing. अब इसे करने का तरीका देखते हैं. ठीक है, so the numbers are 1 2 3. एक नंबर बीच में मिसिंग होगा m, तो इससे पहले का सम एंड इससे पहले आफ्टर का सम शुड बी इक्वल. Okay, now we need to find the missing number. So one way is to go by options. Okay. Another thing is, like, see what is the sum of first n natural numbers. Sum of first n natural numbers is n plus 1 by 2. Okay. So यहाँ से let us say the number is till n. Okay. So n plus 1 by 2 सम हो जाएगा, और ये नंबर होगा n plus 1. ठीक है, n plus 1 by 2 and plus the same sum, this is s1, so same sum is this, ये sum भी वही है, n plus 1 by 2. Sum of first n natural numbers is n plus 1 by 2, right, and the missing number is n plus 1. So this sum is equal to 288 into 289 by 2. Okay, now if you add this, this becomes n plus 1 and plus n plus 1. So can we say that n plus 1 is common? So n plus 1 is common. This is 1 and this is 1. So n plus 1 का whole square हो गया. 12 का whole square, 17 का whole square. Answer is 204. आगे 200 question 4. Sum of first n natural numbers. Ah, so this sum, let us say the last number till here is n. So this sum is n plus 1 by 2. This sum is also n plus n by n plus n into n plus 1 by 2. Right? The missing number is n plus 1. So this addition is the total sum. Okay, total sum ही हो गया. So just add this, since it is half and half, that will add to n plus 1, and we have addition of this. So this will be n plus 1 ka whole square, and when you take it, so you see that it is 12 square into 17 square. Okay, so I hope you liked this particular question, interesting one. Okay, so here's the next question. In the given figure, the hexagon has a side length of 6 centimeter. Find the area of the shaded portion. अच्छा, area of shaded portion काफी आता है. ठीक है, like Zat specially ask shaded portion and all. So you need to find the area of this shaded portion. Area of hexagon क्या होता है? 3 √3 by 2 a square. This is area of hexagon. So I'm assuming that you people fall into the me category. So देखो हेक्सागन कभी भी आए ना, कैसे करना है, लाइक हेक्सागन कैन बी विजुअलाइज्ड एज द, देखो ज्योमेट्री को सिमेट्री से करोगे तो बहुत इजी हो जाएगी। और आप ज्योमेट्री को ऐसे कर लोगे, दीज सिक्स ट्राइंगल्स आर इक्वल, all six are equal, right? Now let us do one thing, let us join this thing, ठीक है? ये मैंने ज्वाइन कर लिया इन दोनों को, और मैं थोड़ा और भी डिजाइनिंग कर लेता हूँ ऐसे करके, ठीक है? ऐसा पढ़ाया किसी ने आपको? Now when you further divide a triangle, since these are equilateral triangles, all are equilateral triangles. In an equilateral triangle, if you make six parts like this, each of them anyway, like if you, ये symmetrical है, ठीक है? Symmetrical है, so each part will have equal area. Okay, all parts have equal areas. Now there are one, two, three, four, five, six parts. Two parts are shaded. One, two, three, four, five, six. Two parts are shaded. So total we have four shaded parts. Each triangle can be made into six parts, and there are six triangles in the hexagon which can be made it into 36 parts. देखो हर ट्रायंगल के छह टुकड़े कर सकते हैं ऐसे, वन टू, प्रॉपर ऐसे बना देंगे. So we can make one, two, three, four, five, six. Each triangle can be made into six parts. So total we have 36 parts. And out of those 36, four parts are shaded. So we have 1 by 9th of the hexagon shaded. And area of hexagon is 3 root 3 a square by 2 a square. A is 6. So we have 36, which is 4. And this is 2. So you get 6 root 3. Isn't it an amazing way to solve question? वरना आप पता नहीं क्या क्या सोच रहे हो तो कैसे करेंगे हेक्सागन. Just try to do it in a symmetrical way. Especially this area of shaded portion can be done with ease. So इसको मैंने बनाया ऐसे सिमेट्रिकल, सिक्स पार्ट्स दिखे, दो पार्ट्स शेडेड है, सिक्स पार्ट्स दिखे इक्वल पार्ट्स होंगे, two parts are shaded. Now the big hexagon is divided into six such triangles. Each triangle has six parts, so total 36 parts in the hexagon, and four out of these 36 equal parts are shaded. So 1 by 9, okay, and hence the answer is 6 root 3. Okay, so solution अच्छा लगा तो please do like this video. In case you are preparing for CAT 2024 or know someone who is preparing for it, you can refer MBA Karo for preparation. Here you get great content and great teaching techniques like the one you saw in the previous question and have been seeing in the others as well. Okay, so we have just launched a batch for CAT 2024. So in case your friends are preparing for it, you can recommend us. Four identical balls are distributed among four boys. If each boy can get any number of balls, then what is the probability that no boy gets more than two balls? So this year we had a batch for cat, and we don't make any fake uh, like announcement कि two 200 plus बच्चों के 99 plus percentile आ गए. There was one student who got 99.65, and there were a couple of students who got 98 plus, and around 7 8 students who got 95 plus. Ultimately it's your preparation, but yes, if you get good guidance and like good techniques to solve problems and good content, that overall helps you. And the good part of of our classes is we start classes, okay, no like जैसे ज्ञान या कोई फालतू के मोटिवेशन नहीं, सीधे क्लास स्टार्ट होती है and a good number of questions are covered in the class covering different concepts. So there are four balls that are distributed among four boys. Each boy can get any number of balls. What is the probability that no boy gets more than two balls? uh, इस क्वेश्चन में एक्चुअली ऑप्शन इसे इजी बना देगा. आई नाउ रियलाइज कि ऑप्शन से इजी हो सकता है. ऑप्शन से इजी इसलिए कि टोटल केसेस आपके इजी बन जाएंगे. टोटल केसेस कैसे बन जाएंगे? टोटल केसेस हमें क्या निकालना है? b1 प्लस b2 प्लस b3 प्लस b4 is equal to 4, right? Where we have non negative solutions. Non negative solutions का concept क्या होता है? Like if you have positive solutions, you turn the equation into non negative solutions, right? So where like b1 b2, इसके solutions कैसे निकालते हैं? Just count the number of plus signs in between, that is 3. Add 3 to 4, so 7. C3. Okay, so that is 35. टोटल केसेस 35 आ गए. अब इससे क्या होगा कि एटलीस्ट यू कैन एलिमिनेट थ्री ऑप्शंस, बट जरूरी नहीं है. ठीक है. सो एक तो ये तरीका है. ऑप्शंस बेटर होने चाहिए थे, आई रियलाइज कि 35 वाले और भी होने चाहिए थे. चलो अब देखते हैं प्रॉपर इसका सोल्यूशन क्या होगा. ऑप्शंस मेक इट इजी. 35 वाला एक ही ऑप्शन बचता है. लाइक इफ इट वाज सम नंबर एंडिंग इन द डिनोमिनेटर वुड हैव बीन 7 और 5, then it would have been a tricky one. Now let's see कि how to solve it in a proper way. So proper way क्या होगा? हमारे पास कौन कौन से केस आएंगे? केस वन, wherein all boys get one ball each. ठीक है, B1 को 1 मिली. So how many ways? One way, right? Second case is a boy gets, see it says that each boy can get any number of balls. What is the probability that no boy gets more than two balls? So maximum can go up to two, right? So we can have one and two. So that could be the case. And third case could be one person getting zero. And third case could be we have two people getting two balls each and two people getting zero balls each, right? So in this case what we need to do is we need to pick a boy that gets two balls, so 4C1. And then we need to pick another boy that gets zero balls. So पहले एक सेलेक्ट कर लेंगे जिसको दो बॉल्स मिलेंगी, एक बॉय सेलेक्ट करेंगे जिससे जीरो बॉल्स मिलेंगी. So 4 into 3, 12 ways. Okay. Third case we have to select two boys which get either two balls, or you select two boys which do not get any ball, right? So we have 4C2, which is 6 ways. So total कितने हो गए? 19 ways. 19 upon 35 is the answer. Okay, boy can get all boys can get one. Only one case if one boy gets two balls and other boys get one and one boy gets zero. This is the way. And two boys get two balls and two boys get no ball. These are the ways. 7C3 कैसे आया? देखो जब कोई ऐसी इक्वेशन होती है ना, लाइक इफ यू हैव डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड यू हैव दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ इक्वेशन, thus number of solutions of this equation is taken by, and the number should be non-negative solution. So number of non-negative solution निकालने तो 4 है, ठीक है. Count the number of these your additions in between, 1 2 3 signs. So it becomes 7. Add to 4. So let's say there are x number of the sum sign, so it becomes n plus x c x, so 7c3. ठीक है, तो कहीं से ये देख लेना कि लाइक ये पढ़ लेना इसके बारे में, इस पे भी वीडियो मिल जाएगी. मतलब ऐसे नॉन नेगेटिव सॉल्यूशंस. Okay, PNC करके सर्च कर लेना. So you will definitely find some videos of some teachers who might have uploaded on this concept. You can see this. All right, so let's move on to the next question. A teacher asked his students to find a product of three distinct numbers. The numbers he gave added to a perfect square. The student calculated the product correctly as 2015. Later, he observed that there is another set of three distinct numbers that exhibits the same property. Find the difference between the sum of the numbers in the two cases. Interesting question. Our number system. So number system अच्छे से कर रहे हैं ना. There are good chances that you get maybe 3 to 4 questions also. So you had to find a product of three distinct numbers. The interesting thing is, like this was a question which I had practiced way back in 2015. ये तब मैं देता था एग्जाम, so I had practiced the same question. 120 क्या क्या numbers आए? It's not a difficult one. You just have to find the factors of 2015. ठीक है, 2015 is clearly divisible by 5, which will give us 403. 403 के थोड़े फैक्टर्स देखने पड़ेंगे. ओके, लाइक 2 से नहीं होगा, 3 से नहीं होगा, 5 से नहीं, 7 से देख लो. 7 5 35 53, 7 से भी नहीं होगा. ठीक है, 11 से नहीं होगा, 13 से, 13 3 is 39 1, so we can say 13 and 31. So 5, 31, 5, 13 and 31. Do they add to a perfect square? Yes, they add to a perfect square. That is 49. Now we have to think of three numbers. Now here are three prime number the, right? Now one is also a factor of all the numbers, isn't it? One भी सबका factor होता है. So it could be 1 into 2015 को दो part में split करते हैं. So how do we split into two parts? We can take two of the numbers here. We can take two of these products, and in the third scenario we will take two of these products. Okay. So ऐसे करते हैं. That can be done as 1 into 5 into 3 ले लेते हैं, that is 65 and 31. Okay. इस केस में सम कितना आ रहा है? 97, not a perfect square. 1 into 13 and 31 एक साथ ले लेते हैं, that is 403, and into 5 sum is coming as 409, which is not a perfect square. Third case, if we take 1 into 13 into 31 into 5 is 155. So the sum is coming as 169, which is a perfect square. Okay. So the difference between the sum of the numbers in the two cases. One case it is 169, another case it is 49, and got the difference as 120. Okay. So great to see that some of you answered it correctly. Good. This shows your level of preparation. Okay, let's do the next question. In a series, the nth term is given by Tn is Tn minus 1 plus Tn minus 2 for all n greater than equal to 3. If the 16th term of the series is 987 and the 20th term is 6765, find the 18th term. Aptitude जब अच्छा करते हो तुम उसके videos, great. I'll start uploading in a few days. ठीक है, पहले के सारे कर लिए, already 370 plus. I'll upload soon. So 16th term is given to us. Sum of T16 is given and T20 is given to us. We need to find T18. See, this is what? This is kind of a Fibonacci series. Fibonacci क्या होता है? That sum of the one of the terms is sum of the previous two terms. Okay, even if you do not know the term Fibonacci, that does not matter here. So nth term is sum of previous two terms. Okay. So let us say t17 is equal to x. Okay. So t18 will be t16 plus t17. Right. So t16 is given to us 987. So it is x plus 987. Now apply the same property here. T17 plus T18. Now T17 is x and this is x plus 987. So 2x plus 987. Okay. Now 20th term is T19 and T18 ka sum. Add these two. 3x plus 1974, which is given to us as 6765. Okay, so this gives us 3x is equal to 20 subtract 47, 4 7 and 26 ऐड कर लो 9 1. अब एक कॉमन मिस्टेक लोग करते हैं, ठीक है, विच आई हैव ऑल्सो डन इन द एग्जामिनेशन, कि क्योंकि हमें बचपन से होता है कि x आंसर है, ठीक है, सो वी मे मार्क आंसर एज 1597. क्या डू नॉट mark this as the answer. Okay, we have this tendency कि x आ गया तो आंसर हो जाएगा. T18 is x plus 987. We have to find T18, not 17. So add 980 in 987 to it. We'll get 2584, which is the right answer. Okay, 2584. All right, two of you, three of you got the answer. Great. ये तो heights and distances का question है. Expect all of you to answer it. स्नैप की प्रिपरेशन की होगी तो टॉपिक किया ही होगा फॉर श्योर. मैं 6 क्वेश्चंस लाता हूँ. This is a simple typical heights and distances question है. So there's a water sprinkler gives water at the rate of 60 degrees. तो दोनों साइड फेंक रहा है पानी 60 degrees पे. The water just reaches the top of two parallel buildings of heights 15 root 3 meter and 30 root 3 meters respectively. So this is 30 root 3. This is 15 root 3. Okay. Now this thing, just see this thing in a 30 60 90 triangle. ठीक है, एक तो tan की वैल्यू वो तो ठीक है, बट यू कैन टेक द रेशियो ऑफ साइड्स एज 1 रेशियो रूट 3 रेशियो 2. ठीक है, सिंपल रहता है. 45 मीटर इज रॉन्ग. अब ये क्या हो गया 1 रेशियो रूट 3, तो 60 के ऑपोजिट रूट 3 आएगा, इसके रेशियो ऑपोजिट 1 आएगा. सो दिस इज 15, दिस विल बी 13. ये कॉमन मिस्टेक है ये. Remember, in that questions can be lengthy. Read the last line very carefully. Last year एक बहुत आसान सा क्वेश्चन आया था. I also made a mistake in that and lot of students made it. उसमें एलिगेशन मिक्सचर आपको लगानी नहीं था एक्चुअली. Okay. Now what is the question says? The question says find the distance between the tops of the buildings, not the base. तो आपको ये डिस्टेंस निकालना है। सो जैट में ये गलती मत करना, काफी टाइम होता है। क्वेश्चन ध्यान से पढ़ना, बहुत बार ऐसा हो जाएगा कि क्वेश्चन आपके इसी चक्कर में गलत हो सकते हैं। सो यू हैव टू फाइंड दिस डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू दिस पॉइंट। अच्छा ये डबल लग नहीं रहा है, बट है इसका डबल, ठीक है। नॉट गुड एट ड्राइंग and with accuracy. So this distance is 45. This is 30 root 3. This is 15 root 3. So it is 15 root 3. ठीक है। So you need to find this distance. So ये हो जाएगा ये स्क्वायर माइनस ये स्क्वायर, 15 स्क्वायर कॉमन ले लो, दिस इज 3 स्क्वायर माइनस रूट 3 का होल स्क्वायर। सो कितना हो जाएगा? 225, 3 स्क्वायर इज 9 एंड 6, 225 इंटू 6 नहीं, गड़बड़ क्यों बन रहा है? 225 into 6 होगा, 15, 25 into रूट सिक्स तो है ही ऑप्शन। सो ऐसे निकाला था, 45 का स्क्वायर होता है 20, 25। अच्छा प्लस होगा, माय बैड। तो ये आ जाए आपका, ये वैसे निकाल लेते हैं, इतना कॉम्प्लिकेट नहीं करते, सिंपल रखते हैं। 20, 25 इज दैट स्क्वायर एंड दिस इज 3 इंटू 225, 675, 2700 आ गया। So this is root 2700. Yeah, 100 is 10 and root 27 is 3 root 3. So we can say 30 root 3. हाँ प्लस साइड माइनस ले लिया था मैंने गलती से। So this distance is 30 root 3. It was an easy question on heights and distances. ठीक है। In a 24 term arithmetic progression, a1 plus a5 plus a10 plus a15 plus a20 plus a24 is 120. What is the sum of all 24 terms? Easy question. So this session में I have taken everything except arithmetic. तो arithmetic ऐसा है कि कहीं से भी मिल जाएगा, ठीक है, और easy to attempt also. When will the class end? Why do you want the class to end so soon? Got bored? So you are given this thing, okay? There are 24 terms that is given to us. So you need to find the sum of 24 terms. पहले करते हैं फॉर्मूले से, देन आई विल टेल यू कि विदाउट यूजिंग फॉर्मूला how to do it, right? So अगर हम फॉर्मूले से करते हैं, so we'll put a plus 4d, a plus 9d, यहाँ पे 14, 19 और 23, right? So when we add all these, we will get 6 times of a, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 times of a plus 4 9 13, 13 and 27, 27 plus 42, 69. D is 120, right? So this gives us 3 common, 2a plus 23d is equal to 120, or 2a plus 23d is equal to 40. What is the sum of all terms? Sum of all terms is n by 2 a plus n. So n is 24 terms, 24 by 2. A first term is a, last term is a plus 23d. Okay, so 2a plus 23d, which is 40. So 12 into 40, which is 480. Okay, ये तो काफी easy था. Okay, now see this thing कि how it can be done in another way is, जो extreme terms, like if you take the sum of first and 24th term, that is going to be the average of the AP. ठीक है, fifth and 12th term, okay, uh, like that is going to be the average of this thing. So a5 plus a20, देखो इन दोनों का सम है 25, so that is going to be the average. So average is 40. Similarly, a10 plus a15 gives an average. So if you have an plus, let us say this is ax plus ay. If x plus y is equal to n plus 1, then that is an average of the AP. So average of the AP is 40. Okay, and we have taken 3 pairs. So one pair, so we will get 12 pairs. So using that also you can find it. सॉरी, मतलब ये इनका सम 40 है, तो इनका एवरेज विल बी द एवरेज ऑफ एपी, सो यू कैन टेक 20 into 12 डायरेक्टली. Okay, so if you take that way also, you can get the answer. Okay, now this is an interesting one. 40 athletes participated in a race. Their jerseys were numbered 1 to 40. When the winner crossed the finishing line, the sum of the jersey numbers of the remaining athletes was a multiple of 37. When the second athlete completed the race, the sum of jersey numbers of the remaining athletes was a multiple of 32. And when the third person finished, the sum was a perfect square. Sum of basically of the numbers of the remaining athletes. What is the jersey number of the person who finished third? ये इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है. इंटरेस्टिंग इन द सेंस की टिपिकल क्वेश्चन से हटके है. आप भी कह रहे हो कि मैराथन सेशन में दो क्वेश्चन रेस वाले करे थे. एक और था जिसमें जर्सी नंबर था, एक पर्सन ने अपना जर्सी नंबर लौटाया नहीं था. एंड गेट योर एडमिट कार्ड प्रिंटेड. ठीक है, और मेक श्योर दैट यू नॉट प्रिंट द ओल्ड एडमिट कार्ड. बिकॉज क्या होगा कि जो नया एडमिट कार्ड है, इवन इफ योर सेंटर इज सेम, ठीक है, अगर चेंज नहीं हुआ तो गेट द न्यू प्रिंटेड वन, बिकॉज इट हैज अ वाटर मार्क दे हैव मेंशन्ड इन अ मेल. यू माइट हैव रिसीव्ड दैट मेल. सो इसमें सम ऑफ फर्स्ट एंड नेचुरल नंबर्स फिर से लगेगी प्रॉपर्टी. सो सम ऑफ फर्स्ट एंड नेचुरल नंबर्स इज n plus 1/2. ठीक है, तो 40 पीपल भागे 820. Now, when the winner crossed the line, the sum of the jersey numbers of the remaining athletes was a multiple of 37. ठीक है, अच्छा एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज बता दो, मल्टीपल ऑफ 37. If there are three digit numbers, ठीक है, three digit numbers which have all three digits same, that is a multiple of 37. So like 111 222. If you know this property, great. So 777 will also be a multiple of 37. So as agar if I like hit and trial, if I try this number, I will get 43, which is not possible. Like missing number has to be like the number has to be less than 40, isn't it? So this means 771 के बाद वाला number लेते हैं. That is 814. 6. So जो first आया उसका जर्सी नंबर 6 है. Okay, first आया उसका जर्सी नंबर 6 है. Now the second person, it says the when the second athlete completed the race, sum of jersey numbers was a multiple of 32. Multiple of 32, 32 into 25 is 800. ठीक है, 814 सम था और 800 दैट इज 14. जो सेकंड आया उसका जर्सी नंबर 14 था. बट उससे हमें कुछ नहीं लेना, हमें निकालना है थर्ड वाले का. सो वी नीड टू फाइंड अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर लेस देन 800. सो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर कितना होगा लेस देन 800? 28 स्क्वायर इज 784. 27 स्क्वायर तो बहुत कम हो जाएगा, 729 हो जाएगा. We need 71, which is not possible. So for this we need 16 less. So third वाले का जैसे नंबर है 16. So some very unique and great question, isn't it? ऐसा नहीं typical जो एक जैसे question आते, थोड़ा अच्छा question जिसमें आपको प्रॉपर्टी लगानी है और सॉल्व करना है. Right, so the answer is 16. Good to see that some of you are able to answer this correctly. This shows your concepts are good. ठीक है, खाली रटे नहीं रहते हैं चीजें. Great. I hope you are enjoying this session thus far. So please don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends as well. Let's move on to the next question. When 29 is added to a number, it becomes a perfect square. When 100 is added to the same number, it becomes a perfect fourth power. What number added to the given number will make it a perfect cube? Again, a number system. स्क्वायर नहीं, वो गलत है. 16 वाला वो कॉन्सेप्ट गलत है. बिकॉज रिमेनिंग नंबर इज अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर. ठीक है, सपोज लेट अस से अगर पहले ही सपोज पहला पर्सन से ही परफेक्ट स्क्वायर बन जाता. सपोज थर्ड हम आए ना थर्ड पर्सन पे. सपोज पहले 820 था, फिर 814 हुआ. अगर मैं कह देता कि सेकंड पर्सन के जाने के बाद परफेक्ट स्क्वायर बन रहा है, सो 30 भी हो सकता था आंसर. So that thing is wrong. That you took 16 as the option, and that was by fluke you got it right. But that is wrong approach. Remaining number is a perfect square. So जरूरी नहीं है तो जो जर्सी नंबर होगा वो भी perfect square होगा. That was just that's not a smart guess. That is a lucky guess you would say. अगर मैं कहता कि सेकेंड पर्सन के हटने के बाद स्क्वायर है तो आंसर 30 होना चाहिए था ना. सो दैट्स अ रॉन्ग अप्रोच. Okay, so try this. When 29 is added to a number, it becomes a perfect square. When 100 is added to the same number, it becomes a perfect fourth power. What number added to the given number will make it a perfect cube? does require some algebra as well in this case. My center is in Faridabad, some क्या है वो बाटा चौक near that. सी लग रहा है ऐसे लग के नहीं होता ना. So 29 is added to a number, it becomes a perfect square. So suppose the number is n. So n plus 29 is equal to a square. When 100 is added to the same number, so let us say n plus 100, that is b to the power 4, some perfect fourth power of some number, isn't it? So when we subtract this, we get 71 is b to the power 4 minus a square. Okay, now 71 is a prime number, isn't it? 71 is a prime number, so one of these should be 71, one is 1. Okay, so we get b square is equal to 36 and a is equal to 1. नहीं 72 नहीं गड़बड़ कर रहा हूँ मैं. बी स्क्वायर प्लस ए, टू बी स्क्वायर इज, दिस इज 71, दिस इज 1. बी स्क्वायर इज 2b square is b is 6. गड़बड़ क्यों हो रहा है? 71 and 1, so 36 and 35. So b square is 36, correct. a is 35. ठीक है, ये आना चाहिए. ठीक है, so b is 6 and a is 35. So you can take any of these, right? So let's take a is equal to, a is 35, so n plus 29. 35 का स्क्वायर कितना होता है? 35 का स्क्वायर इज 1225. सो n is 1196. ठीक है, 1196 पे कौन सा नंबर ऐड करोगे परफेक्ट क्यूब बनेगा? 1331 इज अ नंबर विच इज अ परफेक्ट क्यूब, सो द आंसर इज 135. wasn't it a good question? ऑप्शन से देखो, again you did this question by just some random hit and trial. I don't know what logic you applied. ठीक है, 29 का स्क्वायर नहीं आएगा, 196. द क्वेश्चन इज नॉट द नंबर, इट इज आस्किंग व्हाट नंबर एडेड टू द गिवन नंबर. हमें गिवन नंबर ही नहीं पता है. ठीक है, सो द गिवन नंबर इज 1196. ओके, व्हाट नंबर एडेड टू द गिवन नंबर, 1196 में क्या ऐड करेंगे परफेक्ट बनेगा. ओके, सो या दिस like I've picked some good questions. ठीक है, कुछ तो मेन स्ट्रीम क्वेश्चंस है, बट there are some questions which are unique, quite unique, which I'm sure you would be enjoying, and you generally don't get such good questions to practice. All right, so let's move on to the next question. In the given figure, O is the center of the circle of radius 10. M and OP is a square and Q is a point in the circumference of the circle. Okay, what is the area of the shaded portion? You need to find the area of the shaded portion. I hope you did attend the DI session also. पर उसमें ठीक है वैरायटी ऑफ चार्ट्स लॉजिकल डीआई वो सब कराया था. अब इसमें एरिया ऑफ शेडेड पोर्शन कैसे निकालेंगे. एरिया ऑफ सर्कल माइनस दिस एरिया. ठीक है लेट्स कॉल देम ए एंड बी. Can you find the area A and B? I mean, of course we can. Which is easy to find out? B is easy to find out. B तो सब निकाल लेंगे. Can you tell me what will be this angle? B is easy, isn't it? A कैसे निकालोगे? अच्छा एंगल कितना बनेगा यहाँ पे? 45 डिग्री. ठीक है 45 डिग्री बन जाएगा बिकॉज इट इज अ डायगोनल ऑफ अ स्क्वायर. सो दिस इज 45. दिस इज 135. अब 135 का है तो एरिया कैसे निकलेगा इस ट्रायंगल का. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ी ट्रिग्नोमेट्री लगेगी. Okay, so I'll tell you how to find the area of a triangle. If the area of triangle is in terms of sine, half AB sine theta, where theta is the angle between them. Okay, so we know this side length, we know this side length. This is 10, radius is 10. So this side length is 10, this is also 10. So area of this triangle will be half 10 into 10 sine 135 is 1 by root 2. Yes, half AB sin x, right? So half 1 by root 2. So this becomes 100 by 2 root 2. मतलब ये 50 upon root 2. और इसको अगर हम लाइक वैसे लिख देंगे this becomes 25 root 2. ठीक है. So ये A is 25 root 2. B कितना होगा? This is 45 degree. So 45 by 360 of pi r square. Pi r is 10. So 1/8. So 12.5 pi. Now we need to subtract A and B from the total area. So 100 pi minus 25 root 2 and 12.5 pi. So we get 87.5 pi minus 25 root 2. Okay, ये आंसर आएगा. So like when you have a triangle, remember this property, area of triangle is half AB sine theta. So that is some in an exam which also tests trigonometry in it. Okay, let's do the next question. It says the equation x cube minus 11x square plus ax plus b equal to 0 has integral roots and b square plus 76b plus 1440 equal to 0. Find 2a plus b. इसमें b निकालना इज इजी. This is a cubic equation. Okay. So when you have a cubic equation, what is the sum of the roots? Sum of the roots is minus b upon a. So मतलब ऐसे सपोज ये इक्वेशन इस फॉर्मेट में है ए एक्स क्यूब प्लस बी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस सी एक्स plus d equal to 0. So sum of roots is minus b upon a. Product of roots is equal to minus d upon a. ठीक है. So इसका sum of roots हो जाएगा 11 and product will be equal to b. And we are given an expression, sorry, minus b. बस यहाँ पे कोएफिशिएंट 1 है माइनस बी डी अपॉन ए. डी मीन्स ये वाला लास्ट वाला कोएफिशिएंट. ठीक है. सो ये हमारे सम ऑफ रूट्स एंड प्रोडक्ट ऑफ रूट्स होता है इन अ क्यूबिक इक्वेशन. Now we will find the value of b using this equation. Right, 1440. Are you able to figure out the factors? 36 into 40, 144 होता है. So we can say that b plus 36 ये थोड़ा फैक्टराइज हो जाएगा देख के. So b is equal to minus 36 or minus 40. Clear? B is minus 36 or minus 40. So this means that the product of roots is either 36 or 40. ठीक है. Now it is also known that sum is 11. ठीक है. Sum is 11, product is 40 or 36. Think of the roots. थोड़ा इंटीजर वाले थोड़ा हिट एंड ट्रायल करना पड़ेगा. 2 9 करना है, 9 समय 18 बनाना है, या फिर 2 possibilities, either 2 4 5 or 2 3 6. Two possibilities, isn't it? Now in both cases 2 is a common root. Okay. Either of the case 2 is a root for sure. Now if we have to find the expression 2a plus b, तो हम यहाँ पे 2 रख देंगे, so we will get the value of this. So put x is equal to 2. So this will be 8 minus 11 into 4 is 44 plus 2a plus b equals 0. Okay, so we get 2a plus b equals 36. So in either case 2 is a root. We will put, मतलब इसे वैसे भी देख सकता है, 2a plus b निकालना है, so we can put, मतलब in fact ये इसकी जरूरत भी नहीं थी. You could have just put, like, since we have to find 2a plus b, isn't it? So you could have just put x equal to 2 and got the result. अगर ये विजिलेंस लगा लेते कि हमें 2a plus b निकालना है, so you could have just put 2 and just solve it. Alright, so let's see the next question. If log 2 1 plus 1 by 2 plus log 2 1 plus 1 by 3 plus and so on till log 2 1 plus 1 upon n is equal to 2, you need to find the value of this expression. No, I did not try any mock. आई डोंट टेक एनी मॉक टेस्ट और समथिंग. मेरे को ऐसे थोड़ी कि मॉक टेस्ट देके प्रिपरेशन करता हूँ. जस्ट go and write exams. There is a, I mean, thing which students do not know. But if I tell students, they will say कि नहीं गलत शिक्षा दे रहा है. Even if you do not take any mock, you can crack the examination. Okay, when I first prepare for CAT, I did not take any mock test. Rather than taking mocks, you should build your concepts. लोग concepts नहीं बना पाते, वो दिक्कत रहती है. Mock, yes, it is a good way to practice, but it does not define. लोग कहते हैं कि मैंने 30 मॉक दिए थे, मेरा कैट अच्छा नहीं गया. और कुछ स्टूडेंट ऐसे भी होते हैं जो 2-3 मॉक दिए कभी और कैट में बहुत अच्छा स्कोर आ जाता है, या कोई भी एग्जाम में. So there is a misconception that the more number of mocks you take, the better you can score in the exam. This is a simple question. Just like take these fractions, it becomes log 2 3 by 2 plus log 2 4 by 3 plus log 2 5 by 4 plus and so on till log 2. This will become n plus 1 by n is equal to 2. Right? So it becomes log 2. This will go on till n plus 1 by n. ये इससे कट जाएगा, इससे कट जाएगा, सॉरी 3/2 है, इससे कट जाएगा, इससे कट जाएगा एंड सो ऑन, यहाँ से ये कट जाएगा. इट विल बी okay. So that means n plus 1 by 2 is equal to 4. So n is equal to 7. n 7 आ गया. Now just put 7. Now we will use this expression log 5. This is 3 by 2 plus log 5 4 by 3. सेम एक्सप्रेशन जो हमने पिछले वाले में देखा था. Isn't it? So what we will get? 1 plus 1 upon 7n. 7n is 1 plus 1 upon 49. ये हमारा एक्सप्रेशन बनेगा. log 5 25, which is again 2. No, it's a mere coincidence that both values are coming as 2. Yeah. So basic question on the properties of logs. Okay, so let's move to the next question. In case you know someone who is preparing for CAT or you yourself are starting CAT preparation, you can enroll in our CAT course. Okay, we started the course recently, and it has mostly live classes plus a dedicated doubt resolution group, and we'll also provide 15 full-length CAT mocks plus 10 sectional tests per section. Okay, so these are the offerings. And definitely, like if you have witnessed the content of this channel, you can bank upon that कि content quality काफी सही रहेगी, teaching technique is great. Okay, and if you know someone, you can recommend also. कई बार बच्चे पूछते हैं कि कहाँ से प्रिपरेशन करनी है. Please do recommend us. इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं ना. A board game has tiles numbered 1 to 90. A person can either move 3 or 5 in a single move. If one lands on a tile that is neither a multiple of 3 nor a multiple of 5, he has to restart the game. In how many ways can one complete the game without starting over? ये भी अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. अच्छा क्वेश्चन in the sense that not the typical standard question. Now the person should not start over. Okay, you can move 3 or 5 in a single move, right? And it should not be like you can move 3 or 5. It should, if you land in a tile which is neither a multiple of 3 nor a multiple of 5, you have to restart the game. You should not start over the game. Okay, suppose आप 3-3 चलते हो, 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 15. Okay, then you can go 18 and so on. You can keep going. Okay. Now you can also go like this: 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and so on like this. Now see this. Just take this portion 0 to 15. Okay, it is common in both. Now 0 to 15, if you go, let us say you have gone 5, so you cannot go to 8. Although you can take a move 3 or 5 in a single move, you cannot move to 8 because it is not a multiple of 3 or 5. It is not a multiple. So you cannot go into 8. You have to go to 10. If you have gone to 10, you cannot make it 13 because you will have to start over. So either you go this way. Similarly, if you have taken, let us say, 6, you cannot move 5 and make it 11 because you will have to start again. So till 15, you can move in two ways, isn't it? या तो आप ये वे लोगे 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, या फिर आप ये वाला रूट लोगे 0, 5, 10, 15. So you go either in multiples of 3 or in multiples of 6, multiples of 5. Okay. Now let us say the game is only till 15. So there are two ways to do it. Now when you have to go from 15 to 30, हमें 15 से 30 जाना है. So we can go like this: 20, 25, 30. And we can also go like this: 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. Two ways. Now, irrespective of how you went in the first case, आपने यहाँ 5 के ये ले लिए, फिर आपने यहाँ पे ऐसे ले लिया. Is it possible? Yes, you are not. You have to go in the multiple of 3 or multiple of 5. ठीक है, आपने irrespective यहाँ कैसे ले लिया? Like if you took 5, 5, 5 or 3, 3, 3, it does not matter. Okay, so you can take this route plus this route, or you can have this route plus this route also. So there are two ways from 0 to 15. Similarly, two ways from 15 to 30. ऐसे ही टू वेज बनेंगे तो कितने हो जाएंगे? 15 तक 2 हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, 15, 90 तक जाना ना, so you have 6 times. or rather सीधे 2 की power 6 which is 64 ways. Got it? अच्छा क्वेश्चन था, थोड़ा सा सोच विचार करने वाला, ऐसा नहीं कि सीधे फॉर्मूला लगा के आ जाए, थोड़ा सा इसमें लॉजिकली सोचना था. लाइक टिल 15 you can go in two ways. You can jump 3 3 3 3 3 or you can jump 5 5 5. 15 में पहुंच गए, now you have again two choices. You can go either in steps of 3 or you can go in steps of 5. Okay, so अगर क्वेश्चन अच्छा लगा तो डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक दिस वीडियो. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं. इन द गिवन फिगर द कोऑर्डिनेटर इज अ स्क्वायर ऑफ साइड r. व्हाट इज द रेडियस ऑफ द स्मॉलर सर्कल? गुड अटेम्प्ट. सी, इट इज नॉट अबाउट अटेम्प्ट, इट इज अबाउट फाइनली अबाउट स्कोर. आप सारे 28 अटेम्प्ट करके आ गए और गलत काफी हो गए. बट आई वुड से अराउंड एटलीस्ट टेक 9 एज द सेफ कट ऑफ. एटलीस्ट 9 बिकॉज क्यूए में जनरली लोग स्कोर कर लेते हैं. पीपल आर गुड एट क्यूए, दे आर सर्टेन ऑल्सो अबाउट क्यूए. ठीक है. और जैट में अगर हम देखें यूजुअली लोगों के क्वांट में अच्छा स्कोर आता है. ये क्वांट आती है ना, लोगों को श्योरिटी है कि हाँ सही होगा, इसलिए पीपल अटेम्प्ट spend more time on quant than on the other two sections because of the certainty factor. बाकी दो sections में depending on the level, 7 to 8 could be the cutoffs. बट क्यूए में जनरली चांसेस ज्यादा रहते हैं आने के, और डिपेंड्स कि जैसे लास्ट ईयर एरर्स आ गए थे क्वेश्चन में, सो इफ देयर आर एरर्स देन प्रोबेबली द स्कोर्स विल गो अप. So this is a square of side r. You have to find the radius of smaller circle. So in this kind of question, what we do is, let us say the radius is r. So join like this and like this. Pythagoras theorem लगेगा इसमें प्यारे से. So this radius is r and this side length is r. This is a square. So this is total is r here to here. This is r. So this part is r minus r. Okay. Now this is a circle. I mean quadrant of a circle. So this radius is r and this is small r. So this side is r plus r and this is exactly in between of this. Okay, symmetrical figure. So this side length is r by 2. Okay, so just apply Pythagoras theorem here. R minus r का whole square plus r by 2 का whole square equals r plus r का whole square. ठीक है, निकालो कितना आएगा आंसर. 8 to 10 is, yes, if you get 10, 10 में तो definitely हो जाएगा. 8 में could be a borderline case. We are good at VRC, great. DM, no one can say that they are good or bad. It depends on the एग्जाम डे. समटाइम्स यू लाइक इफ यू सी दिस कि जैड 2 बार रिस्पॉन्स शीट निकालता है. पहले ऐसे ही आपके रिस्पॉन्सेज देता है, दूसरी बारी में आंसर मार्क करके देता है. सो कई बार लोग सॉल्यूशंस क्रिएट कर देते हैं एंड लेटर ऑन दे रियलाइज की काफी डिफरेंसेस होता है. एवरी ईयर दैट इज द सेम स्टोरी. Even crackle people, they create the score calculator and there are a lot of uh, like difference in the actual score. Quant में you can be sure of. आगे हमसे, so let's solve this. uh, ये हो जाएगा r square plus r square minus 2rr plus r square by 4 equals r square plus r square plus 2rr. So this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled. 4rr is equal to r square by 4. Okay, r gets cancelled, so r is equal to 16 times of small r. We have to find small r, so r by 16. It is just about applying it. Okay, so let's move to the next question. X1 is equal to 216, X2 is equal to 343, X3 is equal to 504, X4 is 729, and Xn is given as this expression for n greater than equal to 5. You have to find the value of x128 plus x256 plus x512 plus x1024. So basically it is a series. You need to find the nth term of the series and then find the value of these terms. Okay, so try karo se. Typical that series kind of question which you get in examinations like CAT and XAT. So you've done this question. In this you need to find the terms, right? So this is first, second, third, fourth. So find x5, x6, x7, x8 like this. So x5 is x4 माइनस, देखो ये लेना है और उससे पहले वाला माइनस करना है, फिर उससे पहले वाला प्लस करना है, फिर माइनस करना है. ठीक है. सो 4 इज 729 माइनस 512 प्लस 343 माइनस 216. तो ये आ जाएगा 270 एंड दिस इज 200 एंड सॉरी 127. दिस इज 344. ठीक है, दिस इज 344. x6 is equal to x5 minus x4 plus x3 minus x2. So x5 is 344 minus 729 plus x3 is 512 minus 343. Okay. So this is 344 minus 343 is 1 and this is minus 217. So minus 216 again. ऐसे कुछ बन रहा है. Like what are the series, what is the sequence that you are getting? Then x7 will be x6 minus 216 minus x5 is 344 plus x3 is uh, 5, this is 6, 5 4 729 minus 512. Okay, so this will be minus 560 and this is 217 minus 343 आ गया. So we are seeing some pattern that is being generated. So x8 अगर हम निकालेंगे that will be minus 343. Okay, फिर उसके बाद ये माइनस करेंगे so plus 216 हो जाएगा. फिर प्लस करना है 344 is the previous term and minus 729. Okay, so this plus this is 1 217 minus 512 आ जाएगा minus. So we will get some negative terms also. So then x9 भी निकाल लेते हैं. x9 will be minus 512, right? Minus ये करेंगे तो plus 343. Then we will see minus 343 plus this minus this. So minus 344. Okay, so this is minus 1. This is minus 1. So this will essentially come minus 729. ठीक है, ये पैटर्न बन रहा होगा. नाउ वी विल फाइंड x10. अब देखो कभी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आ जाए जिसमें आपको लग रहा है कि 5 6 तक तो 7 तक ठीक था पर अब ये बहुत लंबा खिंचता जा रहा है. सो आइडियली यू मस्ट अवॉइड दिस. ये minus 729. Okay, then what we will do, we will subtract this. This is plus 512 minus 343, and when we subtract this, this becomes plus 216. Now what do we see? This is exactly opposite of this, isn't it? 729 minus 512 इसका minus 344 आ जाएगा. So we are getting a negative of this. Now we will have to find x11 also to get some pattern कि negative negative हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है. x11 if we find out, this is 3 minus 344. ठीक है, then we will have minus of this, that becomes positive, then minus 512 plus 343. Okay, so now this becomes 217 and this is minus 1. This is 216. So now this gives us some relief कि वो sequence फिर से आ गया, isn't it? x11 is equal to x1 itself. If you want more confirmation, then probably you will have to find x12 also. But let us just think ये ऐसी sequence में रहेगा. ठीक है, x12 भी निकाल लेते हैं just for confirmation. If we get 343, then we will be assured that there is a cyclicity of 10 terms. So x12 will again be 216 minus 344 will become plus 344. ठीक है, plus previous term is minus 729 and this will be plus 512. So minus 217 minus 217 is minus 1 343. So we see this cyclicity continue. This was x1, this is x2, isn't it? So cyclicity ban rahi hai. Now we'll use the cyclicity thing. X128, so we will have x8 and x256 is x6, x512 is x2 and this is x4. ये सारे ऐड करने हैं. x8 is minus 512, x6 is minus 216, x2 is 343 and x4 is 729. Okay, so this is 127 and this is 217. If you add, you will get 344. No, it is not wise just skip such a question. See, as soon as you saw कि हमें 4 टर्म्स निकालने हैं, ठीक है, then we saw कि हम x6 निकाले तो नेगेटिव आ रहा है. So we had to go on till like, or you can do one thing is like as soon as you saw 6 नेगेटिव आ गया 7 नेगेटिव आ गया, x8 और 9 आप सीधे निकाल सकते हो कि ये नेगेटिव ही आएंगे और 10 भी इसका नेगेटिव आ जाएगा. ठीक है, 8 9 10 ऐसे आ जाएंगे, 5 तो निकालना पड़ेगा। सी 4 आर गिवन टू अस, 1 2 3 4, वी फिगर्ड आउट 5, देन वी फिगर्ड आउट 6, वी रियलाइज -7। सो आपको ये निकालना पड़ेगा, ये निकालना पड़ेगा, ये निकालना पड़ेगा, देन यू आइडेंटिफाई द पैटर्न दैट इट इज गोइंग नेगेटिव, then probably you'll have to find this value x11 to understand that it might go into a cyclic problem. But yes, better avoid such questions. So there can be some questions which could be this lengthy. Okay, so there is a 3 by 3 cube, uh, which is formed by gluing together 127 standard cubical dice. The standard dice is one whose opposite faces add up to 7. What is the minimum sum of all the numbers shown on the surfaces of the cube? अगर ये स्टैंडर्ड नहीं भी दिया होता तो भी आप वही लगा सकते थे कि सम ऑफ all the numbers that are minimum sum of the numbers that are available on the surface of the cube. Now it requires you to know the concept of cubes as well. By the way, XAT ne, I think recently 2 3 years back it had asked a question on cubes in quant. ठीक है, तो ये भी ध्यान रखना. एंड ऑल्सो आई रिमेम्बर 2019 या 20 में दे हैड आस्क्ड अ क्वेश्चन ऑन क्लॉक्स एज वेल. Because Zat is very dynamic in asking questions. Not only it asks core trigonometry questions, it also asks things which some topics which are considered as a part of reasoning in some of the examinations. Like cube based पे question आता है कि कितने पेंट हुए and all. Clocks पे भी question आया हुआ है. Calendars पे भी also you can expect. There was a time when CAT also used to ask questions on clocks and calendars. I remember कि 2014-15 के around there used to be questions on calendars also in quant, because है तो calculation ही ना वो. Until 2014 there used to be I don't know since when it started, I think 2009 onward till 2014 there was a phase when uh, like cat had LR and English together, तो किसी की वर्बल खराब होती थी वो LR अच्छा करके सेक्शनल कट ऑफ क्लियर कर लेता था. Now this is a 3 by 3 cube, ठीक है. सो 3 by 3 क्यूब की अगर हम बात करें, so there are three types of, so 3 by 3 ये बन भी जाएगा, ज्यादा दिक्कत नहीं होगी. ज्यादा बड़ा होगा तो कुछ इश्यू होगा. अच्छा, टेल मी हाउ मेनी sides have one face painted, two face painted, three face painted, ये बताओ फटाफट. और you could say that not painted, one face visible, क्योंकि यहाँ पे visibility की बात हो रही है, painted. One face visible, two faces visible, three face visible. फटाफट फटाफट बताओ. Now one face visible, it as the one face visible means they are center of faces. Okay. So we have six such cubes. Okay. Now two faces visible are these ones. Okay. These are along edges except vertices. So how many are there? So we have so we have four here. Okay. Then we can find four on this side also, opposite side. Then we can have four such cubes here also. ये फोर होगा, ये फोर होगा, ये फोर, एंड ये फ्रंट साइड के फोर काउंट कर लिए, बैक साइड के भी फोर हो जाएंगे, एंड देन देयर विल बी फोर ऑन दिस साइड आल्सो. ठीक है. So there are 12 such cubes, and three face visible are the vertex, which is 8. Is this thing clear? Okay. So counting is clear that how many sides have how many cubes have one face visible, two faces visible, three faces visible. This is a very good question. Okay, if one face is visible, we have to find the minimum sum. Okay, so let's say all the cubes have one on them. So sum is 6. If there are two faces visible, there are 12 such cubes. The minimum sum is 1 plus 2. So the sum is 36. If there are 8 cubes, मिनिमम सम कब आएगा? तो 1 2 3 होगा. एक साइड 1 विजिबल होना चाहिए, एक 2 विजिबल होना चाहिए, 3 विजिबल होना चाहिए, राइट? सो दैट मींस 48. सो द मिनिमम सम कम्स आउट टू बी 90. How 12? Okay, so see this thing. This cube has two sides visible. ये दोनों दिख रही है, ये दोनों दिख रही है, और ये होगा इसके नीचे भी एक साइड विजिबल होगी, नीचे की साइड से. This has two sides visible. Now let us think of this side. ये एक फ्रंट साइड है, बैक साइड में भी एक क्यूब होगा यहाँ पे, एक क्यूब होगा यहाँ पे. ठीक है. एक क्यूब नीचे होगा, लाइक यू हैव इट एट द बॉटम, एंड एक क्यूब इस साइड होगा, 4. एंड देन यू हैव these cubes, one, another cube, two sides visible, this cube, and one will be on this side also. So there will be 12. See, if you cannot count two once, I will tell you how to do this. Remember that if there is a cube of dimension n, right? So n minus 2 ka whole cube have 0 sides visible. Uh, 6 n minus 2 इसका फॉर्मूला मैं तो मैनुअली काउंट कर लेता हूँ. ये फॉर्मूला होता है. ठीक है. इफ द cube is of dimension n cube, right? 3 by 3 है ना. So put n is equal to 3. So one cube, one has zero side visible. ठीक है. 1 into 6, 6 have one side visible, one face visible. 12 have two faces visible, 8 have three faces visible. So that is standard 8, and rest are the values given. ओके. सो अगर आपका 12 नहीं भी काउंट हो पा रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, ये 6 तो इजीली काउंट हो जाएगा, ये 8 स्टैंडर्ड है, एंड नो फेसेस n माइनस 2 का होल क्यूब. सो नो फेस 1 होगा, और टोटल 27 क्यूब्स है, तो ये तीन निकल गए. यू कैन सब्ट्रैक्ट फ्रॉम द टोटल टू गेट दिस नंबर. ओके, इज इट क्लियर दैट हाउ वी काउंटिंग द क्यूब वाज द की? अगर आपको काउंट करना आता है, देन इट वाज फाइंडिंग द मिनिमम. ओके. All right, let's see the next question. Five prisoners are sentenced to jail. The jail warden gives them a chance. They will individually enter a room and pick one flag, black or white. The minority will be able to leave the jail. For example, if three people choose black and two people choose white, those two people will be able to leave. In the room, Nirav decided to choose the white flag. What is the probability of him being able to leave the jail? No, these are not PYQs. These are some of my own questions, which I take up in the classes and all. Cutoff, see, cutoff will depend on the paper, ना paper तो दो को. So generally 8 9 questions आपको अटेंड करने पड़ेंगे. If QA isn't strong, how to do in XAT? देखो DI doable आता है, कभी weird graph आ गया तो बात अलग है, but yes, you have to attempt certain questions. So questions will be lengthy. You should know some topics that you are strong at. And people often ignore number system. Please cover number system. In this number system पे काफी questions आते हैं. Okay, so this question is that there are five prisoners. So this is conditional probability. Now how to do this is, see, now they are given a chance and they will minority wins, right? So this person has already chosen the white flag. Okay. अब हमारे पास four prisoners left है. Now in what cases can he be free? Case one, no one picks white, isn't it? अगर कोई भी white pick नहीं करेगा, so he will free, isn't it? अगर कोई white, so what are the number of possibilities? So first person can pick in 1 by 2 ways, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So 1 by 16 ways to free. Case 2, one person picks white. Okay. One person picks white, so still they will be in minority. Only two people have picked white flag. So that one person can be one out of any out of the four people. Let us say the other prisoners are ABCD. ABCD में से कोई भी एक person. So four possibilities of picking a white flag. And probability of picking a white flag is again 1 by 2. Because either it is black or it is white. So 1 by 4. Okay, and there is no other way. If more than one people pick white flag, he will not be able to leave. So the required probability is 1 by 16 plus 1 by 4, which is 5 by 16 or 31.25%. ठीक है, क्लियर है? So number system modern math भी करके जाना, because there are questions which are asked from this topic. So it is not like CAT की वहाँ number system नहीं आता है. यहाँ पे number system के काफी questions आते हैं, and permutation, combination, probability, everything. Alright, so here's the next question. ये आपको जैट वाली फील भी देगा कि लंबी सी स्टोरी लिखी है एंड क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन इट. So Som takes his children for walk. His front door is exactly in front of his gate. Okay, with all three standing at the front door, he instructs his children to pick the respective caps which are kept at the two corners of his boundary wall and meet him at the gate. The two boys go straight towards the respective corners, collect their caps, and then walk along the boundary wall to meet their father simultaneously at the gate. If the distance between the gate and the front door is 24 meter, and the speeds of Som and his sons are in the ratio 6 ratio 8 ratio 9, find the length of the boundary wall. No other colleges do not accept uh, GK and essay. Those scores are available only with ZAT. ऐसे का तो स्कोर भी नहीं बताते. जीके का एटलीस्ट स्कोर कार्ड में आता है. बट आप जब फिल करते हो तो उसमें 3 सेक्शन का पूछते हैं, डू नॉट आस्क जीके. कवर कर सकते हो, नॉट अ बैड थिंग. So draw this diagram. It is something that you will have to draw. So this is a gate. The person is going straight. One son runs in this direction and then goes like this. Second son runs in this direction and then goes like this. Right? Now it is given that the distance between the gate and the front door is 24. So this is gate and this is the front door. Right? So sorry, front door ये gate है, ये door से गेट में भाग है. दिस इज द बाउंड्री. So it says the distance between the gate and the front door is 24 meter and the speeds of Som and his sons are in the ratio 6 ratio 8 ratio 9. So इसकी स्पीड 6 है, इसका डिस्टेंस 24 होगा, इसका डिस्टेंस 32 होगा, इसका डिस्टेंस 36 होगा. Now one very good thing which will work here is knowing the Pythagorean triples. ठीक है, पाइथागोरन ट्रिपल्स होंगे तो यू कैन इजीली डू इट. हाउ? देखो 32 बनाना है, 24 इज अ, देखो एक पाइथागोरन ट्रिपल होता है 3 4 5 वाला. ठीक है, एक और होता है 7 24 25. अगर मैं 3 4 5 को एक्स्ट्रापोलेट कर लूँ तो 18 24 30 बन रहा है. पर क्या ये बना रहा है? 24 वाला नहीं बना रहा है. ओके, देन अनदर पाइथागोरन ट्रिपल इज 5 12 13. अगर इसे एक्स्ट्रापोलेट करता हूँ तो 10 24 26. ये 32 दे रहा है मुझे सब, ये दे रहा है 36. ठीक है, सो एक पर्सन 32 कवर किया, एक ने 36 कवर किया. सो दिस डिस्टेंस इज गोइंग टू बी, दिस इज द हाइपोटेन्यूज, दिस इज 26 and this is going to be 10 and this is the hypotenuse, 25 is the hypotenuse, so this is going to be 7. So 10 plus 7 17 meters. Did anyone get 17 as the answer? And did you like this question? First of all, question बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, वेरी यूनिक क्वेश्चन. इसे फॉर्मूले से करोगे बहुत टाइम लगेगा. फॉर्मूले से आप क्या करोगे, लाइक आप करोगे यहाँ पे ए प्लस, आप ये ले लोगे ए, इसका डिस्टेंस बी, इसका सी डी, देन यू विल से 24 प्लस सी, 24 square plus c square is equal to d square, and then you will take 26 square plus नहीं 24 square plus a square is equal to b square. ये इक्वेशन आएगी आपकी. फिर सेकंड आपका आएगा कि d plus c equals to 32 और a plus b equals 36. फिर आप इस इक्वेशन को इसके साथ सॉल्व करोगे, इस इक्वेशन को इसके साथ सॉल्व करोगे, सॉल्व हो जाएगी इक्वेशन, बट इट विल टेक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, इजंट इट? मतलब दो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन सॉल्व करनी पड़ेगी. बट इफ यू थिंक ऑफ पाइथागोरियन ट्रिपल्स, right, 3 4 5 7 5 12 13 7 24 25, that help you solve these questions interestingly. Okay, so if you like this question, don't forget to like the video. Let's do the next one. It is on coordinate geometry. 5 comma 5 and 11 comma 9 are two vertices of a triangle. Which of these cannot be the third vertex? Very easy question. How many of you are watching since the beginning? It's been around 2.5 hours now. कौन लोग start से देख रहे हैं? See, you need good stamina for that. 3.5 hours you have to survive. और इसमें कुछ गड़बड़ है क्वेश्चन। गड़बड़ ये है कि ये भी आंसर है बाय द वे। तो इसमें मुझे कुछ और ऑप्शन देना था, 11,9 ही देना था। द रीजन इज, ये भी सॉरी, ये जस्ट नाउ रियलाइज कि क्वेश्चन में कुछ गड़बड़ है। एक तो ये है, ठीक है। द सेकेंड थिंग इज लाइक, ऑफ कोर्स दिस यू आर टेलिंग इट राइट, इनका मिड पॉइंट आ रहा है 8,7। दिस इज ऑल्सो नॉट पॉसिबल, राइट? सो मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस, but if you were able to figure out C is also not a possible, then it is a good thing to figure out. So कभी कभी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है, टू वर्टिसेस दिए होंगे, cannot be a third vertex, check for midpoint। ठीक है, इसमें मैंने यही मिस्टेक कर ली कि यही ऑप्शन वर्टेक्स, आई माइट हैव wanted to put 9, 11 or something else। if you get midpoint, that is never a vertex। ठीक है, ये भी ध्यान रखना है इसके साथ साथ। Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this marathon session thus far. Let's move to the next question. The sum of three natural numbers ABC is 24. If A minus 3 plus B minus into B plus 2 into C minus 5 is maximum, find ABC। अच्छा, विदाउट इवन सॉल्विंग, ये कौन से टॉपिक से क्वेश्चन है? 98 people have liked the video, 100 तो पहुंचा दो। नर्वस 90s में अटके हुए। Series and progressions, it is a question based on, yeah, series and progression of, कहना सही है, am greater than gm, inequality, series and progression से अच्छा। this is a question on inequality। कौन सी inequality लगती है? am is greater than equal to gm। am is greater than equal to gm, apply this inequality। so am, we need to find this, right? We need to find the product which is the part of gm। so am is, this is am, this is greater than equal to the gm, this is the third root of it। ये हो गया हमारा। ठीक है, हमें क्या दिया है? a प्लस बी प्लस सी, सम इज 24। so this is a plus b plus c minus 8 minus 6। let us call this the product as p। ठीक है, we need to find this maximum value। okay. so this is a plus b plus c is 24, 18 by 3 which is 6। okay, 6 is, find abc। अच्छा, abc निकालना है, so p is लेस देन इक्वल टू 216 हो जाएगा। ठीक है, 6 is p raised to the power 1 by 3, so p is 6 cube और 216। ठीक है, so maximum value 216 आ जाएगी। 216 will come when all three are equal। ठीक है, So a minus 3 is equal to 6, b plus 2 will be equal to 6, and c minus 5 will be equal to 6. So a is equal to 9. कुछ लोगों को 2, अगर यहाँ पे ऑप्शन दे दिया होता 216, कई लोग 216 मार्क कर देते हैं, बिकॉज दे वुड हैव सॉल्व कि यहाँ पे 216 आंसर आ जाता, वो 216 मार्क कर देते हैं. Thankfully I did not give that option. Should have been given as the option because many people would have ended here. So this will happen when all three are equal. ठीक है, प्रोडक्ट कब मैक्सिमम होता है, जब बराबर 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 होता है. So this will be 6, this will be 6, this will be 6. So a minus 3 is 6, a is 9, b plus 2 is 6, b is 4, and c is 11. So just you need to find a, b, c. ठीक है. All right, so let's move to the next question. In a triangle ABC, sine A ratio sine B ratio sine C is equal to 5 ratio 7 ratio 9. Find cos of A plus B. This is using sine and cosine rules. Sine और cosine rules पता है आपको? Like, does anyone know this? Basically, sine rule चाहिए, not cosine rule. So when we have a triangle, let us say ABC. Okay. So this is, let us say, angle A. So sine A upon A is basically the side opposite to it. Okay, is equal to sine B upon B is equal to sine C upon C. Okay, so if A basically means the side BC, sine B, since the triangle is given, so we will take the side AC, and sine C means the side AB. C means the side opposite to them. ABC means the side opposite to them. Okay, so sine A, this ratio is constant. So we know that BC ratio AC ratio AB is equal to 5 ratio 7 ratio 9. So ratio of sines is equal to the ratio of sides. Okay. Now let us say this side length is 5. Okay. AC is 7 and BA is equal to 9. So you know which is cos, like you know how to find cos of a side. So suppose we have to find cos A plus B, right? अब इसे थोड़ा simplify, इसका थोड़ा देख लेना. वैसे trigonometry you can skip also, maybe one of heights and distances तो कर लेना. Cos A plus B is cos of 180 minus C. होगा कि नहीं होगा? Cos of 180 minus C. This is minus cos C. के थोड़े आइडेंटिटीज होते हैं ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के, तो जैट थोड़ा बहुत पूछ लेता है वैल्यूज और ये सब आइडेंटिटीज पे. सो माइनस ऑफ cos C. नाउ इन अ ट्राइंगल ABC, cos C is equal to a square plus b square minus c square अपॉन 2ab. ये होता है आपका cos, हाँ cos 180 माइनस c होगा आपका. ठीक है, बिकॉज टोटल a plus b plus c is 180 डिग्री. सो 180 minus c, it is cos of minus c. ठीक है. नाउ cos c is a square plus b square माइनस सी स्क्वायर अपॉन 2ab। ठीक है, ए स्क्वायर, सॉरी ये छोटा वाला ए भी होगा, ये थोड़ा बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग होता है, ये स्मॉल सी है। सो ए स्क्वायर इज बेसिकली दिस साइड which is 5. So 5 square plus 7 square minus 9 square upon 2 into 5 into 7। ठीक है, ये आपका आ जाएगा 5 square is 25 plus 49 minus 81 upon this is 70। तो ये हो गया आपका 74 minus 7 by 70 minus 1 by 10, and we have to find minus cos c। cos c is minus 1 by 10, इसका नेगेटिव लेंगे तो 1 by 10 आंसर आ जाएगा। आफ्टर स्कूल टू सिनेमा, हाँ वो आफ्टर स्कूल टू सिनेमा ये होता है ना, आफ्टर स्कूल टू सिनेमा। इसमें ऑल पॉजिटिव होते हैं, इसमें साइन पॉजिटिव होता है, इसमें टैन पॉजिटिव होता है, इसमें कॉस पॉजिटिव होता है। हाउ, लाइक आई थिंक दे वर यूनिवर्सल थिंग्स, इजंट इट, एक ही होता था। और जो साइन कॉस टेन करता है, ये होता था पाकिस्तान, अ, क्या था वो, नहीं नहीं, पीबीपी होता था ना, पाकिस्तान भूखा प्यासा हिंदुस्तान हरा भरा। और आफ्टर स्कूल टू कॉलेज, ओके, सब जगह अलग होते थे। सो डू लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट्स व्हाट वाज देयर इट। आफ्टर, हमारे में तो ये होता था आफ्टर स्कूल टू कॉलेज। एंड ट्रिग्नोमेट्री यूज्ड टू बी वेरी, आई वुड से कि बहुत सारी चीजें याद रखनी होती थी, बहुत सारी आइडेंटिटीज होती थी। 11 ट्वेल्थ में तो बहुत ही गंदा होता था, मतलब बहुत सारी आइडेंटिटीज, साइन 2a, मतलब वो जो मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं तो कोई आइडेंटिटी लगती थी, ऐड करते हैं तो कुछ आइडेंटिटी लगती थी, isn't it? तो ये तो साइन वाला होता था, मतलब ये यहाँ पे ऑल पॉजिटिव होते हैं, ठीक है, यहाँ पे साइन पॉजिटिव होता है, यहाँ पे टैन और कॉट पॉजिटिव होते हैं, यहाँ पे कॉस पॉजिटिव होता है। अच्छा, पंडित बद्री प्रसाद हर हर बोले, ओके। अच्छा, तो हमें तो ये बताया था कि पाकिस्तान भूखा प्यासा हिंदुस्तान हरा भरा। और मेरा एक दोस्त था, उसके स्कूल में बताया था, प्यारे बेटा पप्पू हीरो होंडा बाइक। तो हर जगह अलग अलग एक्रोनिम्स चलते होंगे कुछ ऐसे। नाउ आई वंडर कि 11 ट्वेल्थ में मैथ्स कैसे की थी, बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट मैथ्स होती है 11 ट्वेल्थ में। Okay, here's the next one. The radius of a cone is r centimeter and its height is h centimeter. The change in volume when the height is decreased by x centimeter is the same as the change in volume when the radius is decreased by x centimeter. What is the relation between x, r and h? Okay, interesting. इसमें आपको बनाना है एक्स आर एच और इधर से एच आर एक्स ऑल्सो। So there's a cone, and if you like change the height or you change the radius, the change in volume is same in both the cases. So you need to find the relation between, इसमें आपको typical formula लगाना पड़ेगा cone का। What is the volume of cone? 1/3 pi r square h। So higher relation. See, in first case we are decreasing the height by x, so height becomes h minus x, और सेकंड केस में r को r minus x पुट कर देते हैं. ठीक है. So if we decrease the height by h, the original volume is this 1/3 pi r square h. The new volume is 1/3 pi r square h minus x. ठीक है, ये सब्ट्रैक्ट कर लेते हैं. सो 1/3 पाई r square is common. ठीक है. सो दिस बिकम्स h minus x. So h minus h कैंसिल हो जाएगा, x बचेगा. सो 1/3 पाई r square x. ठीक है. In the second case 1/3 pi r square h minus 1/3 pi r minus x का whole square and h. ठीक है. So this in this case 1/3 pi h is common. This is r square minus this r square minus r square plus 2r x minus h square ये बनेगा. ठीक है. So r square cancelled. So this will become this thing. मुझे ये वाले क्वेश्चन सबसे गंदे लगते हैं जिसमें आपको ऐसे इक्वेट करना पड़ता है. राइट. अब क्या करना है, ये और ये इक्वल है. These two things are equal. 1/3 पाई दोनों से हटा देते हैं, कॉमन चीज है. Then we get r square x is equal to 2 hrx minus h cube. ठीक है. हमें क्या क्या निकालना था, x को निकालना है. सो x एक साइड ले लेते हैं. सो दिस गिव्स अस 2 hrx minus r square x is equal to h cube. ठीक है. x कुछ गड़बड़ बन रहा है. सही जा रहा है क्या ये? मैंने क्या गड़बड़ करी, माइनस एच आर स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू, कहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो रही है इसमें? नहीं, इक्वेट तो सही है. अच्छा हाँ, यहाँ पे एक्स स्क्वायर होगा क्योंकि आर माइनस एक्स का, हाँ, ये गड़बड़ हो गई. फिगर्ड आउट. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी एच एक्स स्क्वायर. ठीक है. तो एक्स सब में कॉमन आ गया. सो आर स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 2 hr minus hx. So this gives us x स्क्वायर होगा ना, तो ये ठीक है. r square x is equal to 2 hr x minus hx स्क्वायर, ये सही है. x x कैंसिल हो जाएगा. hx इक्वल टू hx इक्वल टू 2 hr माइनस r स्क्वायर. ठीक है. तो x इज इक्वल टू 2r माइनस r स्क्वायर बाय h, ये आ जाएगा. यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो रही थी पहले. ठीक है. यही सही है ना? ये यही आ रहा है ऑप्शन डी. So it seems now my ability is going down. It is almost हो जाता है, एक पॉइंट के बाद थक जाते हैं। A club is having a lottery. There are two prizes to be won. Every member of the club submits exactly one entry, and these entries are stored in a box. After this is done, Praveen sneaks six extra entries with his name into the box. The chance of him winning both prizes is 7%. How many people are members of the club? 3.5 hours, तो उसमें पूरी क्वांटिटी नहीं करना, बाकी दो सेक्शंस भी करना है, फिर उसके बाद ऐसे भी लिखना है। होने वाला है, there are few more questions left. This is still fine. I have taken a class of 9.5 hours. दो दो सेशंस लिए मैंने, 9 hours प्लस के, लास्ट ईयर DILR का, इस बार क्वांट का। Okay, so attempt this question. A club is having a lottery. There are two prizes to be won. Every member of the club submits exactly one entry, and these entries are stored. So one person puts six extra entries. So you need to find the number of members in the club. Now see, if there are n people, there will be n plus 6 entries, क्योंकि इस पर्सन ने 6 और एक्स्ट्रा एंट्रीज डाल दी, ठीक है, बाकी सबने 1 1 डाली थी। सो हिज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ विनिंग द प्राइजेस इज, फर्स्ट प्राइज जीतने की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या हो जाएगी, ही हैज 7 एंट्रीज, 7 अपॉन n प्लस 6, और दूसरी प्राइज जीतने की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या हो जाएगी, 6 अपॉन n प्लस 5। सो दिस प्रोबेबिलिटी इज 7%, isn't it? So first entry, there are n people and n plus 6 entries. So first prize जीतने की probability 7 by n plus 6, because he has 7 entries. Now if he has won the second prize, now he has 6 entries left and there are total n plus 5 entries. ठीक है, so solve कर लेते हैं. So we get n plus 5 into n plus 6 is equal to 600. ठीक है, 24 25, थोड़ा अगर विजिलेंस है तो n will come as 19. ठीक है, सो थोड़ा सा अलग क्वेश्चन, नॉट द टिपिकल प्रोबेबिलिटी की सीधे सीधे हो जाए, थोड़ा सा इसमें दिमाग लगाना है। ओके, ऑलराइट, सो हियर इज द नेक्स्ट वन. We are given a square and you have to find the area of this quadrilateral based on it. So last two questions. 3 घंटे से पहले खत्म हो जाएगी. Tomorrow morning I'll upload the GK, December GK. ठीक है, जिसका काफी लोगों को इंतजार है. Is there anyone who has been watching since the beginning? या अब नए नए लोग ही दिख रहे हैं स्टार्टिंग से, तो आई डोंट, सबने बीच में ज्वाइन किया शायद सेशन. So ABCD is a square. PA ratio PB is 3:2. You need to find the area of this quadrilateral APOD. And OD is equal to 50. Okay, so Abhishek Patel is watching since beginning and Devin Joshi half an hour later. Okay, fine. So that's how our course classes also go. ठीक है अगर कोई कोर्स में enroll करता है तो 1.5 to 2 hours. ठीक है थोड़ा हैवी क्लासेस रहती हैं. एक क्लास में काफी चीजें कवर कराई जाती हैं. So you have those in case you attend the live classes, you have the recordings also available. So this is 50. You need to find the area of this quadrilateral. ये हमें निकालना है area कैसे निकलेगा. So इसमें थोड़ा कंस्ट्रक्शन कर लेते हैं. ऐसे ऐसे कुछ कंस्ट्रक्शन बना लेते हैं. ये पॉइंट लग रहा है हमें. Now see this. These two triangles are similar in nature. ये बड़ा वाला triangle और small triangle, isn't it? So if you look at this side is also 5x. These two triangles are similar in nature. ये angle बराबर है. ये angle इस angle के बराबर हो जाएगा. And this angle will be equal to this angle. Similar triangles, isn't it? Now this is a good question. See the solution carefully and you will love it. So this triangle is similar to this triangle. ठीक है और this कह रहे अच्छा लिख देते हैं COD is similar to POP. अग्री करते हो कि नहीं करते हो. ठीक है अब ये 5x है 2x है. So that means 5:2 का इनका similarity ratio. So if this is 50, this will be 20. मैं पूरा पूरा अगर लिखूं so CD upon OD is equal to PB upon OB. ठीक है CD is 5x, PB is 2x, this is 50, so this has to be 20. ठीक है 20 आ गया. Now this is a square. This is the diagonal. Diagonal is 70. D is root 2a. Root 2 times the side of the square. Okay. So this side length is 35 root 2. ठीक है 35 root 2 आ गया. Is it clear? Now area of this triangle, area of triangle DAB is half of this area of square, half of 35 root 2 का whole square. ठीक है root 2 square is 2, 35 का square is 1225. ठीक है ये तो एरिया का ट्राइंगल का एरिया होगा. सो दिस इज नॉट 1225 बिकॉज 1225 इज एरिया ऑफ दिस कंप्लीट ट्राइंगल. अब हमें क्या करना है इस छोटे ट्राइंगल का एरिया निकालना है. ठीक है नाउ लेंथ ऑफ दिस साइड इज 2x, 5x इज 35 root 2. अब ये छोटे ट्राइंगल को कंसीडर करते हैं. दिस स्मॉल ट्राइंगल 2x 5x is 35 root 2, so this will be 14 root 2. And what will be the height of this triangle? This complete height is how much? This is 35 root 2. Now this is 5 parts, this is 2 parts. 5:2 में होगा similar triangles. So 7 parts are 35 root 2. So 2 parts will be 10 root 2. Okay. So area of this triangle is area of triangle POB is half of base into height. Okay. Root 2 becomes 2. It is 140. Subtract 140, you will get 1085 as the answer. 1085 आया area. Got this? Typical geometry problem based on the concept of similar triangles. Clear? Okay, so this is the last question for the day. 2 raised to the power 29 is a 9-digit number with distinct digits. Which of the following digits is not present in the number? Okay, so this condition is given that all the digits are different. ये भी अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. अभी सॉल्व करो, बाद में एक काम कर लेना, गूगल करके नंबर निकाल लेना. ठीक है, गूगल करके देख लेना ये नंबर कितना है और डज इट एक्चुअली हैव 9 डिस्टिंक्ट डिजिट्स. वो तो आंसर वेरीफाई भी हो जाएगा, बट अभी के लिए इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. So 2 raised to the power 29 is a 9-digit number with distinct digits. अब आप सोच रहे हो कि 9 डिजिट नंबर और 9 डिस्टिंक्ट डिजिट्स एक कैसे मिसिंग है. जीरो भी होता है एक डिजिट. ठीक है, देयर आर 10 डिजिट्स 0 to 9. One of the numbers is missing out of this. Okay, 5. All right. What about others? Okay, some saying 5, some saying 4. मतलब 4 और 5 में 3 2 कोई नहीं कह रहा. Now see this, it's a 9-digit number with distinct digits. तो digits क्या होते हैं? 0 to 9. Okay. So sum is 45. 0 to 9 का sum 45 होता है. Now what we will apply here is we will apply remainder from 9. So let us find 2 to the power 29 mod 9. ठीक है. 2 to the power 3 is 8. रेस्ट टू दी पावर 9 27 बन जाएगा इंटू 2 स्क्वायर. ये बनेगा -1 रेस्ट टू दी पावर 9 इंटू 2 स्क्वायर -1 and 4 -4. ठीक है, रिमाइंडर इज -4. So that means you need to add 4 to make divisible by 9. ठीक है, so that is why missing digit is आपका रिमाइंडर 5 आ गया होगा. ठीक है, so the ones who are answering 5 you got the remainder 5. पर 5 आंसर नहीं होगा. You need to add 4 to make it. So let us say आपका remainder 5 आया. Yes, you are right that remainder is 5. So it's a number that has remainder 5. Now a digit is not present. So we need to, let us say it is, as I told, the sum is 45. ठीक है. So one of the digits is missing. So the sum has to be less than 45. Like 0 to 9, if you add, the sum is 45. So sum is less than 45. So 40 sum आ रहा होगा. नहीं, remainder 5 में 41 sum आ रहा होगा. So you need to add 4 to make it 45. So missing digit is 4. Is it clear? Those who get those who got 5 as the answer, you took out the remainder. Why mod 9? What was the logic? See, these are distinct digits. Okay, so we can find the sum of the digits. See, the digits are 0 to 9, the sum is 45. How do we find the digit sum? It is always divisibility by 9. 9 की divisibility तो digit sum होती है ना. So digit sum we need to find, so we'll take the this thing, divisibility by 9 to find out the remainder. Okay, mod minus 1 देखो, 2 to the power 3 is 8, so 8 by 9, remainder is minus 1. आंसर विल बी 4. तो इसमें थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी और थॉट क्लैरिटी चाहिए कि क्या आंसर होना चाहिए. एंड इफ यू चेक आउट द नंबर 2 raised to the power 29, which is, चेक कर लेना, 5368. कैलकुलेटर में आई डोंट नो इतने डिजिट्स आते हैं कि नहीं आते. और ये है, ये आपका नंबर आ रहा है. इसमें भी आप देख सकते हो 4 इज मिसिंग. ओके, had 7 been missing, there must have been some Dhoni fans, they would say Thala for a reason. Okay, do let me know who has jersey number 4, any famous player you know of jersey number 4 who is missing in this. All right, so this brings us to the end of this wonderful marathon session. I hope you enjoyed the questions, the quality of questions, unique questions. ठीक है, काफी ऐसे तरह के क्वेश्चन थे जो that made you think, that it tested your concepts. Except arithmetic, we did everything because arithmetic तो हर जगह मिल जाता है. ठीक है, बतेरा कंटेंट मिल जाएगा, प्रैक्टिस आपने काफी की होगी. बट अरिथमेटिक के बियॉन्ड चीजें, स्पेशली ज्योमेट्री, ट्रिग्नोमेट्री, ठीक है, नंबर सिस्टम, वी हैड अ गुड क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम नंबर सिस्टम टेस्टिंग डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स. So please do like this video. Okay, and in case you know someone who is preparing for CAT 2024, you can recommend our course to them. Okay, I see in my group people ask for, अब मैं बताऊंगा तो ठीक है, वो अपने बारे में प्रमोट करना हो जाएगा. मेरे ग्रुप में, खुद टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में लोग पूछते हैं विच इज बेटर. सो कमेंट कर दिया करो. ठीक है, यू कैन एनरोल, दे कैन एनरोल इन माय कैट कोर्स 2024. Okay, so that's it for this session. I hope you enjoyed this session and all the best for that. Right, so tomorrow morning I'll upload that GK current affairs for December, and day after tomorrow we'll be writing that, and after that we shall discuss some questions also. So do watch that analysis video. Okay, so thanks for attending this session. Good night.